Asheville's YMI Cultural Center is nearly 130 years old and on the National Register of Historic Places, so it's no surprise that it's showing some age. News 13's Karen Wynn shows us why a big upgrade is crucial.
The history of the YMI, short for the Young Men's Institute, is some of the richest in the nation. People who work at and use the Cultural Center built back in 1893 say the repairs are needed to keep it around for another 128 years. Jessica Montanez, a young artist and photographer, says she's living a dream seeing her art on display at the Noir Collective Asheville gallery right next door to the YMI Cultural Center.
I told myself that if this was like right up behind this building on Biltmore Avenue, I would never get into a gallery, and that's what it means to me.
Jessica says at YMI her voice is heard and her talents recognized. YMI Executive Director Dewana Little says she is a product of YMI, originally built for Black craftsmen who helped build the Biltmore estate.
They had the bands, the dances, little lock-ins.
Happy memories that helped make her the strong professional she is today.
It really, I think, instilled that level of pride for being a Black person, in spite of whatever social circumstances you deal with outside.
But Little says lots of work needs to be done to keep the 39 South Market Street building safe and functional. She says the newer parts of the HVAC system and roofing date back to the 80s. The basement, which once held a pool, is going unused, and upgrading the center's leasing spaces will also enable more programs, including a commercial kitchen that will serve Asheville's Black community in a safer and more healthy way.
Coming up to a code, having a fire and sprinkler systems and different things like that within the building would definitely improve us being able to maintain this building.
Little says it will cost $4.8 million to renovate YMI. She adds YMI has already raised about $3 million through various grants. They're also trying to raise an additional $1.4 million on top of the building renovations to keep programs going for the long term. If you're interested in helping out with the YMI repairs, we have a link for you at WLOS.com.
A small fire department in Macon County has made a change to its staffing requirements. As the county grows, it's now requiring all of its firefighters to live within its district. News 13's Rex Hodge reports on the firefighters who've had to leave and what it means for the future.
Macon County's Emergency Services Director says when the Colasaja Fire Department decided that firefighters must live inside the district, at least 15 firefighters turned in their gear.
I've been told anywhere from 15 to 18.
With the change, Emergency Services Director Warren Cabe came by the fire station to make sure contract requirements with the county are being met.
There was a change in the membership here, and there were several people that left.
Former Colasaja Fire Department board member Mandy Houston worries about the loss of experience with members for years, she says, who can no longer be with the department because they don't live within the district boundaries.
Who's to say that somebody who lives 10 miles would be extreme, but 10 miles could not respond faster than someone who lives 3 miles that maybe didn't get up when they heard the pager, or their pager was dead.
Houston says she worries about the future of the department, but Warren Cabe says safety remains the top priority. He says upon inspection, the Colasaja Fire Department passes inspection. A roster of 15 firefighters is required. He says Colasaja has 33 on staff, 22 are trained, with 18 new firefighters, a net gain, he says, of 2 more certified firefighters.
Macon County will make sure that our contractual obligations are met and that those services will be provided, and if not, there are some remedies within our contract that we can work with these folks to make sure that those services are supplied as necessary.
Cabe says with the change, the Colasaja Fire Department will be monitored every month for the next 3 months. The North Carolina State Firefighters Association says it's up to individual departments whether firefighters have to live within the district and that it's not mandated by the state.
And health leaders are reacting after both the nation and our area failed to meet President Biden's goal of 70% of adults partially vaccinated. The goal was for that to happen by July 4th. News 13's Caitlin Pinter shows us where counties are lagging and what they're doing to ramp up.
Here at the Henderson County Health Department, they're averaging 20 to 30 people a day coming in here for the vaccine. The county health director says he knows it's slowed down, and he says they're here to answer any questions people have about the vaccine. Despite pushes from President Joe Biden for months, no county in western North Carolina has reached 70% of adults with at least one dose of the COVID vaccine.
I'm not sure that we'll get to 70%.
Mountain health directors say the push continues.
We are learning that, vaccine efforts right now, especially in the summer, are all about convenience.
56% of North Carolina adults have at least one dose of the COVID vaccine. Breaking it down by county, Buncombe County has 53% of the county's population vaccinated with at least one dose, and Henderson and Haywood at 46%. Rutherford County, which has consistently had one of the lowest vaccination rates, sits at 32% of the population with at least one dose. In Haywood County, only 7% of kids between 12 and 17 are vaccinated. The health director says that's less than 800 kids.
It's a very small percentage of our population. I do know that the pediatricians' offices are talking about it, and we're educating.
Do you feel like you can still change people's minds at this point for those who are hesitant still about the vaccine?
We've seen some language about us potentially trying to be coercive, but people have asked good questions and just want additional information.
If you're hesitant, health officials encourage you to talk with your doctor and with family and friends who have already been vaccinated. You can walk in at any time during business hours here at the Henderson County Health Department to get your COVID vaccine. No appointment is necessary. The same goes for the Haywood County Health Department. In Henderson County, Caitlin Penter, News 13.